Okay, sorry for that. When I'm dealing with that's one advantage of technology. Okay, sometimes the weather has effect on our network system. So sorry for that. We will still solve our questions. All right, so let's pick our joters and continue. Since we know we have exams to write, a paper to kill, we don't need to be worried at all. Okay, so let's solve the first question. Given that V is equal to pi h squared bracket r minus h over 5 bracket close. Express r in terms of V, h, and pi. So this is the question, okay? And we need to express our r in terms of V, h, and pi. Please let's share the links, okay? To invite our friends on board. Sharing is caring. Okay, so with this, let's see how we are going to solve it. We have the equation to be V is equal to pi h squared bracket r minus h over 5 bracket close. And we are to express r in terms of V, h, and pi. So what do we do again? When you have such a question, or when you have a question involving brackets, the first thing to do is to tackle those inside the bracket first. So we need to expand our bracket. So expand the bracket. Expanding the brackets will give us, it means that pi h squared will multiply everything inside the bracket. It will multiply the r as well as multiply the h over 5. So let's do it together. I believe you are sharing the links as well to get all on board. Okay, so with this we will get pi h squared r minus pi h squared times h will give us h cubed over 5. Okay, then when you have something like this, what do we do again? We have a fraction. So for us to solve our question easily, we need to slash the fraction out. So with this, I can say that let's multiply each term by the LCM, which is the 5. So multiply through by the LCM, which is our 5. Okay, so it means that this 5 will multiply the V, then it will also multiply pi h squared r minus, it will also multiply pi h cubed over 5 as this. Then this 5 can cancel out. Okay, so we have our equation linear now. So this implies that This is giving us 5V is equal to 5V is equal to 5 pi h square r. Okay. Then minus pi h cubed. Since our equation is linear, we can easily solve it. The question is express r in terms of v, h, and pi. So what do we do? With this, we can maintain 5 pi h square r and move pi h cubed to the other side of the equation. So this will be 5a. This is negative. When it crosses the equal to sign, it becomes positive. Great. Plus pi h cubed. Okay. So continuing, we have our equation as 5a equals 5, sorry, we had our equation to be 5 pi h square r equals 5a plus pi h cubed. Good. Then what do? We are looking for r. So we need to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of r. That is the number attached to r. So this will give us over 5 pi h squared. This as well divided by 5 pi h squared. So that this one will cancel this. So we will get our r to be 5a plus pi h cubed over 5 pi h squared. So this is the solution to our question. With this, I'll give you a try question so that you solve and bring your answer at the comment section. I have y equals a bracket c plus 1 over x exponent 1 over 3. Make x the subject. Okay, so this is the question under this topic. Now let's move on. The next one we are going to solve is the expenditure. The expenditure on roads, schools, and water supply. Are in the ratio 7:15:2. 7:15:2. Please, I believe you are sharing the link. Okay. Thank you. I'm receiving your comments here, and they are keeping smiles on my face. Thank you so much for those lovely comments. Please let them keep coming. I love to read them. Okay, so let's continue. In the ratio 7:15:2. If the expenditure on roads is 2,800 Ghana cedis, Find the expenditure on. Find the expenditure on I. Schools. I. Water supply. I. What is the budget for the 3 projects? What is the budget for the 3 projects? Okay, Ivan, the costs of maintaining libraries is 90 Ghana cedis, and this is meant from the expenditure on the schools. From the expenditure on the schools. What percentage? Great. What percentage? Correct 3 significant figures. Correct 3 significant figures. Correct 3 significant figures of the expenditure on schools. On schools is spent on maintaining library. Is spent on maintaining libraries. Great. So this is our question. With such a question, how do you tackle it? I believe you are finding out the ways you are going to solve this if you are to face this question in your exams. Okay, so the first thing to do is to write the various ratios down. We have 3 expenditures. We have roads. Okay, so we are going to write the ratios of the expenditure down. We have 3. We have roads, we have schools, and we have water supply. Okay, and they gave a ratio on schools to be 7. Ratios on roads 7, ratios on schools 15, and the ratios on water supply to be 2. Then we have the expenditure on roads. That is in the question. Expenditure on roads to be 2,800 Ghana cedis. When you are dealing with currencies, please bring the 0.00. Good. Now, so in the question, the expenditure on roads corresponds to 7. The expenditure on roads corresponds to 7. So if we are to find the expenditure on schools, this is what going to be. So if expenditure on roads corresponds to 2,000, if expenditure on roads, which is 2,800 Ghana cedis, corresponds to 7, then what will 15 give to you? Because the question is giving us, the question is asking us to find the expenditure on schools and the expenditure on water supply. So most of the times, if you have one, you can use it to solve the other ones. Okay, so if expenditure on, so if 7 corresponds to 2,800 Ghana cedis, what will 15 correspond to? 15 will correspond to what? Is it going to give us more or less? So if 7 is giving us 2,800 Ghana cedis, then 15 will give us more. Okay, so if more, what will happen? Less will divide. So we are going to get 15 over 7 times our 2,800 Ghana cedis. So simplifying this, we are going to get 6,000 Ghana cedis. 6,000 Ghana cedis. All right. Now, so therefore, we can confidently say that expenditure on schools is equal to 6,000 Ghana cedis. All right. Let's move to the expenditure on water supply. So which is II. We can say that if we can also use the first one. So if 7 corresponds to 2,800 Ghana cedis, then what will 2 correspond to? That is what we are to find. So this will give us, please don't do this, write it in full. So this will give us lesser amount. So if less, more will divide. So this will give us 2 over 7 times 2,800 cedis. All right, we're bring a point here. Good. So simplifying this, we are going to get 800 Ghana cedis. 800 Ghana cedis. All right. Then the third part of the question was, so we finished the expenditure on schools. We are done with the expenditure on water supply. We are now coming to the whole budget, okay, of the three. That's the budget of the 3 projects. So we can say that the total budget for the 3 projects is equal to, it means add everything together. The expenditure you had on roads, the one you had on schools, and the one we had on water supply. For the roads, it was given to us as 2,800. Then, plus schools, we had 6,000 cedis. Then, for our water supply, we had 800 Ghana cedis. So summing these ones up, we are going to get 9,600 cedis. Okay, then Ivy. Ivy states that the cost of maintaining libraries is 90 cedis. And this is met from the expenditure on the schools. What percentage, okay, of the expenditure on schools is spent on maintaining libraries? So with this, we can say that expenditure on schools is equal to 6,000 cedis. Then the costs of maintaining, tackle it one by one, okay? Cost of maintaining libraries also equal to 90 cedis. Now, the answer of the percentage of expenditure on schools spent on maintaining libraries. Spent on maintaining libraries is equal to my 90 divided by the 6,000 times 100. So simplifying this, we are going to get 1.5%. I believe you also had the same answer. If you had the same answer, bravo to you. If you were not able to have it, please go back and cross-check and correct where you had it wrong. Okay? Now let's solve the one on sets. We are going to solve a question on sets. Most students have been solving it, but have been missing some little out. With this, it becomes very difficult for you to get the whole marks. Okay, for this time around, we are not leaving any mark left out. No, we are grabbing all the marks. So this question is a group of market women. A group of market women sell at least one of the following items. The following items of food. So we have yam, corn, and plantain. So we have these three food items, okay? The question is 18 of them sell corn, okay? 17 sell and okay, so let's continue. And 19 sell yam. We have 18 sell corn, 17 sell yam, and 19 sell plantain. Good. Okay, we have and 5 sell all three items of foodstuff. So price of all three items of food stuffs. Good. A. Draw a Venn diagram to illustrate the given information. The given information. That's the first part. B. From your diagram. So from your diagram, find I, the total number of women, in the group. I, the number of women, who sell one item of foodstuff. Okay, so these are the questions. These are the questions. So how do we tackle them? For Venn diagram questions, I always encourage my students to bring out the important parameters, okay, the important information. So the data, we have, consider, let you be the investor set, okay, all right. So you be the investor set. Okay, then we also have a number of women who sells corn to be 18. Number of women who sells yam to be 17. Then number of women who sells plantain also to be 19. So how then do we tackle them or illustrate this information on the Venn diagram? So this is a 3-set problem, okay? And we have to draw a Venn diagram. Okay, let's add some few information to number of women who sells plantain and corn was 8. Number of women who sells yam and corn, 9. Then number of women who sells yam and plantain also to be 12. Then all three food items, plantain, corn, and yam, to be 5. Okay, so with this we can continue. So we are going to draw a Venn diagram. So this is our Venn diagram. Then with our 3 circles. Please draw your circle 1, 2, and 3. Good. Then N, C. Always ensure you bring this N. That was part of the chief examiner's report. Students, forget to bring the N. Number of students who sells yam, to be 17. The number of women who sells plantain also to be 19. Then we have our unit. Okay, now we have all three intersections to be 5. Then number of women who sells plantain and corn. So plantain and corn, that will be the intersection to be 8. Plantain, yam and corn, to be 9. Then yam and plantain to be 12. But since we already know our three intersections, we can subtract them and get the 2 items, -5, -5. So we can redraw our Venn diagram. There are 3 circles. Okay. Then we can say this is A, B, and C, since we don't know them. This 9 minus 5 will give us 4. We have our 5 here. 8 minus 5 will give us 3. Then 12 minus 5 will also give us 7. Okay, so we have our Venn diagram now. That's the first part of the question. Then the second part says that is the B part. From the diagram, find the total number of women in the group. And before we can find the total number of women in the group, we need to find the individual women that sells, or the women that sells the individual items. So taking the yam, we can have A. Okay, let's have our Venn diagram to guide us again. Okay, so we have number of yam to be 17, number of corn to be 18, then number of plantain also to be 19. Then we have let's say A, B, and C. Intersection, we have 4, we have 7, we have 3. Then our 3 intersection. Okay, now let's say A is equal to 17 minus everything in here. This circle represents the number of women who sells yam, but only yam is our A. So this will be 4 plus 5 plus 7. Taking it from this, we have 17 minus, so 12 plus 17 will give us, 9 plus 7. 7 will give us 16, which is 1. So we have A to be 1. Then B equals 18 minus 4 plus 5 plus 3. We have 18 minus, so this is 9, 12, which is giving us 6. Then C to be 19 minus 5 plus 7 plus 3. That is also giving us, so 19 minus 12 plus 3. which is 15. That is also giving us 4. So we have our B to be 6 and our C to be 4. You can decide to rewrite everything again. Okay, to rewrite everything again so that your work becomes so simple. So input the values, then work out for the total number of women who sells who are in the group. Okay, all right, who are in the group. So we have A to be 1, B to be 6, C to be 4, 4, 5, 7, and 3. Okay, so we can now add everything up. Then you have your answer. So simple, right? But there are some petty things you don't bring, then you get a mark deducted. Please ensure you bring your n number of. Okay. So total number of women in the group is equal to 1 plus everything here. 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 4 plus 3 plus 6. That is giving us 30. There are 30 women in the group. And the II part is what? The number of women who sell one item. So for one item, we can say 1. So number of women who sell only one item is equal to 1 plus 6 plus 4. That is giving us 11. Okay, because for number of women who sells only yam, we have 1. Only corn, we have 6. And only plantain, we have 4. All right, so that's for the 3-step problem. And the next one we look at is set. We have this. What was this question? Was it? Okay, so question 4, right? Okay. Okay. So this is question 4. Please move with me, okay? This is question 4. So question 4, we have the operation. Those are operation is defined as m star n equals m plus n plus mn. Okay, A, evaluate. Evaluate I 3 star 4. I 4 star 3. B, compare your answer. Compare your answer in A, I, and I. Okay. Then C, show that 2 star bracket 3 star 4 is equal to 2 star 3 star 4. Show that this is equal to that. What property is this? Okay. So after comparing our answer here, we have to state the property over here. Please fix it there for me. And this one too. So what property is this? Okay. Then the last part, the D part. Form a table for this operation on the set S equals 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is that. The question under it is the set closed under the operation? Is the set closed under the operation? Good. So that is our question. So how do we tackle this question? Should we meet this question in our Wassce? The first thing to do is, let's write the definition of the operation. So we have it as 3 star 4. So the definition of the operation we have it as this: M star N equals that. So wherever you see 3, or wherever you see M, you fix in 3. Wherever you see N, you also fix in what? 4. So we have M star N equals M plus N plus MN. Okay, so this will give us 3 plus 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. Plus 3 times 4. So this is giving us 7 plus what? 12. That is giving us our final answer to be 19. Then I. Okay. So I is 4 star 3. So we have 4 following the same trend. You get 4 plus 3 plus 4 times 3. So we have 7 plus 12. That is also giving us 19. So comparing the two answers, we can say that 3 star 4 is equal to 4 star 3. And this operation is commutative property. And this property is commutative property. For example, you know commutative property. 2 plus 3 is also equal to 3 plus 2. 5, 5. So under commutative, we have addition and multiplication. So take note. An added question for you. Okay, then the B part. Okay, we've compared them. So let's move straight to the C part. C part is show that 2 star bracket 3 star 4 is equal to 2 star 3 star 4. Let's show that this and this are equal. When you have a question containing brackets, as I always say, tackle the ones inside the bracket first. So with this, we will have 3 star 4. So this will give us 3 plus 4 plus 3 times 4. So 7 plus 12, which is giving us 19. When you get the 19, you now add it up to the 12, the 2. So this will give us 2 star 19. So that we have 2 plus 19 plus 2 times 19. So this one will give us 21 plus 38. So adding up, we are going to get 59. Our data is almost finished. So if you can sponsor us, we will be much appreciated. So our number, my Momo number is 0249 295896. So with this, you can send us some little data for our learning. Okay. All right. So we are done with the first part. Let's quickly move to the second part. That is 2 star 3 brackets star 4. So let's tackle the one inside the brackets first. So 2 star 3. Good. So this becomes 2 plus 3 plus 2 times 3. So we get 5 plus 6, which is 11. Then we add it up to the 4. So we get 11 star 4. So 11 plus 4 plus 11 times 4. So we have 15 plus 44, which is giving us 59. So comparing the two answers, we can say that 2 star 3 star 4 is equal to 2 star 3 star 4. Therefore, this property is also an associative property. Associative property. Okay, so since we are done, okay, the next question, the D part. The D part is saying we should form a table with some set of numbers, and they've given us the numbers to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in your table, you shouldn't write anything more than the numbers that has been given to you. So we have our star here, property here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll solve the first 1, 2 for you, then you do the rest. The first one, when you take the numbers at the vertical section, you will solve it with the numbers at the horizontal section. So 1 is to 1. So 1 star 1. You follow the same trend, m star n equals m plus n plus m n. So this will be 1 star 1 equals 1 plus 1 plus 1 times 1. This is 2 plus 1, which is giving us 3. So this side we have 3. Some students usually finish solving everything but forget to form their table and to fix their values. If you do that, you won't be given any mark for what you've done. Usually they don't award marks to the calculations. They award marks to the table. So when you're doing that, you have to be smart so that you get your table rather filled out. So you have 3 plus 2. So this is also giving me 5. So I'll fill the rest for you. Then I'll leave you to work out and confirm the answers we have at this side. All right, so that is our question. And the question under it says that is the set closed under the operation. So let's study our table. Is our set closed under the table, under the operation? What can we say about this? No, because we have some values that are not found in the set. So since we have some values like 7, 9, they are not all in this set, given set. So we can say that our operation is not closed under our set is not closed under our operation. Okay, so our set is not closed under the operation. And you can take one, just prove your answer. So since 7 is not in the set, so we have 7 and other numbers. Okay. So we can just choose one and prove our answer. So we are done with this also. Then the fourth, number 5. That will be our last question. Okay, with this question too, okay, so with this question, I'll bring out some things that we always miss out in graph works. So let's choose an example. If I have age here, then number of students, number of students. So the age, we can say we have 60, 80, 100, 120. Number of students, we have 2, 4, 6, 8. Then we are to plot a graph of this. That is histogram. I believe you know the difference between histogram and bar chart. So let's assume I have my graph drawn like this. I have this side to be, and I have this side to be age. Then I have my numbering, which is under the age of 60, 80, 100, 120. Let's add the last one, 140. That will be 10. Okay. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. What is wrong with my graph work? I'm done. And I start plotting. Yes, take capitals. Because 60 is 2, 80 is 4, 100 is 6, 140 is 10. What is wrong with my graph work? What is wrong with my graph work? So with this, I can say that I didn't bring arrowheads, which are be deducted marks. I didn't. You shouldn't write as this trick. No, frequency. Then the age. Most students usually write Y on X. If in the question you don't have Y, don't waste your time to write Y. Okay, you are plotting frequency on age. So write that one. Label your answers as such. Then this is histogram. And there are some you are supposed to have equal interval at the horizontal bar. So since you have from this place to this place, you have 0 to 60, 60 to 80, though from 60 going, you have equal interval. From 0 to 60, we have some numbers that you didn't bring, so you have to break your others. Okay, telling the examiner that you have some missing numbers here and your interval is constant, that is, they are equal. Then your labeling of your others, 60, as opposed to write them in the middle. Okay, I can decide to write them here and no one will punish me for that. I can also decide to write them here. Okay, then what do we do again? What is missing again? Okay, so I believe we are bringing out the flaws. What again? I think we are okay. So if you draw as I did, you won't be given the labeling of the others, the arrowhead showing directions. The scale, usually they don't mark the scale. The scale goes with your numbering. So if your scale is 2 centimeters to 5 units and you have two intervals, it means that your scale is not correct. So they check your scale whether it corresponds to the numbering of your answers. So please take note. Great. Then the last aspect I will tackle will be under circle theory. So for that, I'll make the tutorials and upload it for you. So I'll make tutorials on trigonometry, circle theorem, probability, okay, statistics. I'll make full tutorials for you. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. And click on the notification bell for updates. I appreciate all your comments. They are really nice. And those who sent us the data, God bless you so much. Okay. God bless you so much. Your students are grateful. So I'll make full tutorials on trig, circle theorem, probability, and statistics. So please, when you go to the exams room, I know it's natural for you to feel nervous. Please relax yourself. Okay? I always tell my students that the moment you feel nervous and you allow fear to set in, you've automatically failed. Okay? It means you've automatically failed. So don't allow fear to set in. Okay, don't allow fear to set in at all. Sleep on time and refresh your mind a day before the exams. Then you can wake up very early. When you do that, please go to the exam room on time. You are supposed to get there by 8 o'clock. Get to your exam room by 8:30. Get settled. Write your other important things you need to write on your exam paper. Then start work at 9. So with this, when you are late to the exam room, you will be frustrated and you might not be fortunate to enter the exam room because your invigilator might delay you as well. When you enter the exam room, write every important thing you need to do. Students out of rush even forget to write their index numbers. Please relax. When they say start work, or when a paper is given to you, the question paper is given to you, it is written boldly at the back, do not turn over until you are told to do so. Please, don't be the wisest person to turn over, else your invigilator might worry you. Okay? Then, when you finish and they say start work, use some few minutes to read through the questions. Don't solve question 1 because it is coming first. No. Take your time and read through the questions and tackle the one you can answer best. Because there are some questions you can answer the first one, but the subsequent one, the following one, you might not be able to tackle it. So answer the question you can do best first before you follow. Okay? Then you have some few minutes to finish, and so you are not to relax when they say start work. Okay? Math deals with, or it goes with, speed and accuracy. If you spend more time on this, it will affect you at the other side. So if you look at it and you can't tackle it, you open the first paper, the diagrams you are seeing, you know you can't tackle it. Don't fear. Give a smile to the question to relax your nerves. The second question, you still can't answer. Still maintain your smiles. Then you realize the third question, oh, this I can answer easily. Do that. By the time you finish, you gather the momentum. Go back to the second and the first. You realize that, oh, after all, you can answer it and even answer it well. So don't allow fear to come in during Wassce. You've learned a lot. Your teachers have also taught you a lot. They've taught you so many things, and things you are supposed to cover, they've covered with you. Now relax yourself and structure the things, organize the things in your mind. Okay? Don't follow Apo. The Apo is with you. Solve them. There's nothing new under the sun. You won't get a question that is so higher than your level. Okay? So relax, gather the things in your thoughts, say 1 or 2 prayers, then you start praying. And trust me, you come out from the exam room with success, with full of smiles on your face, and you will celebrate your success together. Thank you so much for your time. I wish you the very best of luck in your exams, and I wish you success. Please keep yourself well. Eat well, then you sleep well, but learn hard. Till we meet again, please, I'll be expecting your questions at the comment section. I will attend to them and help you solve those you can solve. Okay? If you've not subscribed, please do so and turn on the notification bell for updates. Thank you. This is your online mathematics tutor, Comfort Amakwata. Till we meet again, please stay safe and learn hard. Bye. Thank you.